Hi folks, this is Jay. Hope you're okay today. It's good to see you. And I just want to say I've just found out today what a charlatan making explicit is. I'm sorry, but is all mouth and no action. I offered this atheist an opportunity for 5 formal academic debates. And this guy doesn't want 5 formal academic debates. Now, all apologists, whether atheist or Christian, get involved in formal academic debates. And I've been calling for this for 2 years, and the atheists have not been wanting to do it. They don't want to do it because they don't want their opinions exposed in a scholarly way. So here is what this guy says, making explicit. His response to my asking him for a debate. Okay?
Just as I was finished uploading my latest video response to you, I noticed that there is a debate challenge coming my way. Whew, I'm really excited now. Seriously, Jason, I actually told you weeks ago what I think about the kind of academic debate format that you're so enamored with. It is a way of avoiding criticism. It is only designed to enable crazy people to present their crazy view in public, whilst avoiding proper scrutiny, because they can rattle off all their nonsensical claims for 40 minutes. Then the other side has to try to address every single point within their own time limit, which is hardly possible, and then you can come back by not addressing a single counter argument I would have made, and so forth. And the only people that profit from this format are shysters and apologists and people who are living and moving outside the scientific consensus, who are trying to impress people rhetorically because they have no facts to back up their bullshit. You would, for instance, if you were talking about the resurrection of Christ, you would spend 40 minutes citing old books written by people who have similar views as you, and you can cite them as they say that there's nothing more reliable than the Pauline epistles and the Gospel of Mark, and they all testify to the resurrection being an historical event and so forth. Sorry, but that's not a pathway to truth. That's not a pathway to understanding. This is just flash and flare. It's just showmanship. And I don't want to have anything to do with it. If you want to settle any unresolved issues between the two of us, I can offer you discussions, but proper discussions. You remember the sort of thing that Aaron Ra and Ray Comfort had going on early this week? That's the sort of thing that I would be willing to agree to. If you want, we can have 5 discussions about the subjects that you brought up. Also, I'm not so sure whether Bible or Bart Ehrman is a really sensible thing to talk about, especially since it's a very false dichotomy you're setting up here. But I digress. So I won't let you go William Lane Craig on me, because it's an idiot's way of having a discussion. I want a format where I'm able to jump in whenever you start entering bullshit territory, and that's going to be a lot of times. So here's my response.
So there we are. He backs out of formal academic debate. Now, I would be quite happy to jump in the ring with him and have a discussion and thingamy, but what will happen is the next time it happens, the first time that he tried it, he ambushed me and he was quite aggressive and I wasn't ready for it. But if we got in the ring and we did it again, I could be just as strong as him, and what would happen is we wouldn't get anywhere. It would just be an aggressive slanging match. A formal academic debate is important because 1, it recognises that each person is important within a democracy and has equality within the democracy. 2, it's about being polite and not being a dogfight, but it's about respecting each other's opinion. 3, it is good because it helps to explore scholarship. Okay? Now, he's supposed to be a scholar and a historian, and he doesn't want to get involved in an academic debate. So I'm sorry, atheist, but you got smashed today. You got smashed today. It's as simple as that. And making explicit, you've been found out to be a charlatan yourself, to be false. Because if you were a true academic, if you were truly interested in scholarship, you would have a true scholarly debate. So as far as I'm concerned, that's it. I don't want nothing to do with hardcore atheism. I have my evidence and proof that you cannot trust these hardcore atheists with real scholarship. We offered an opportunity for 5 academic debates, and the atheist community, represented by this man, bottled out of it. If they were really interested in evidence and logic and reason, and if they were really interested in scholarship, they would have jumped at the chance. But they won't. The reason why they won't is because they can manipulate things, you see. They can manipulate, they can sabotage these kind of discussions on the radio and these kind of discussions on YouTube, where it's just like a free-for-all, okay? But they can't sabotage something that's organised with a moderator and with proper conduct, okay? So I'm sorry, Making Explicit. As far as I'm concerned, I've won a very important victory and a very important argument against you and against the atheist. It has absolutely makes no sense and has no credibility what you're talking about. You see, we are quite strong opponents. Your hardcore atheism has absolutely no time for my beliefs. You want to crush Christianity, okay? And I have no time for your hardcore atheism because it wants to crush Christianity. So if we get in the ring together on a radio show, it will not be amicable. I will not be just sat there taking your nonsense, and you will not be sat there taking my nonsense, okay? And it would not be a proper discussion and a proper debate. It'll just be 2 dogs going at each other. But if we have a proper academic debate, it means that we have to treat each other civilly. It means we have to listen to each other, and it means we have to engage with each other, and it means we have to show proper scholarship. Okay, and that's the important thing, Making Explicit. So that's why I don't want to get involved in these kind of dog-eat-dog kind of things, because I don't think it's good for civilization, I don't think it's good for truth, and I don't think it's good for scholarship. And that's why I've been calling for a higher standard and a higher format, and I've asked for that, and I've presented it to you, and you've chickened out. Okay? So, atheist, I offered him 5 opportunities for academic debate. He turned it down. If he was interested in truth, he would accept it. Okay? He would absolutely jump at the chance. He won't do it because he knows that I can present to him and present to the audience a whole raft of scholarly stuff that he won't want to face and you won't want to face. And that's why he won't have an academic debate. And that's why you atheists on YouTube won't have academic debates. You'll have radio talks and you'll have YouTube, blog TV talks, where you can sabotage people, where you can be aggressive towards people, where you can try and bully them and slap them down and whatever, where there are no rules and no guidelines, where you can just sabotage any way you want. Then you get your nice little video recording of it, and then you can go and do your porning as you edit that video. But if it's a proper academic debate with rules, with people who are neutral looking after the event, and the video is made, then everybody's happy, nobody's playing propaganda games, and it's all above board, and it's open, and it's respectful, and it encourages civilization and scholarship. So, I'm sorry atheist, hardcore atheist, but you have been found to be in a bit of a scandal. You're in a bit of a scandal. You've been shown up for being disgraceful on YouTube, for not taking the opportunity to have 5 academic debates, and that is disgraceful as far as I'm concerned. And as far as I'm concerned, I don't want nothing to do with hardcore atheism. It's anti-democratic and anti-scholarship, and we've seen it from the main man himself. If I had a choice to face Aaron Ra or Making Explicit, I would have faced Aaron Ra. You know why? Because he is not as good as Making Explicit. Making Explicit is far cleverer and sharper and is more astute on historical issues than Aaron Ra. Okay, so if I had a choice of facing Aaron Ra and Making Explicit, I'd have gone for the easier choice of Aaron Ra. This guy would have been extremely difficult to beat because he is extremely intelligent and he knows his stuff when he wants to. Okay, and yet he has backed out of an academic debate, and that is a disgrace to him. It's a disgrace to atheism on YouTube, and it's a disgrace, and it's a fantastic and major victory for me on this channel. And that's as simple as that, atheist. I'm sorry, I don't want no more communication with you, atheist, hardcore atheist. I don't trust you, and that's as simple as that. Okay, and I'm relaxing now and getting on with my rest of the things that I need to do. But thank you for giving me such a wonderful, marvellous, fantastic, glorious victory coming out of his own mouth, the main man himself, who is an academic historian, who is, as far as I'm concerned, far brighter than Aaron Ra, far sharper. Coming out of his own mouth, we got it from his own mouth, denying the validity of formal academic debates. Total disgrace. Sorry, Making Explicit, but it is. Love you, mate, but you've totally disgraced yourself, and you've totally disgraced the academic community, and you've totally disgraced atheism on YouTube. And as far as I'm concerned, I won a major victory there, because you've shown yourself up to be what you are as atheist on YouTube. Not all of you. Anti-scholarship. Simple as that. Take care and God bless you.